Hey baby, why don't you tell everybody what we're doing and where we are?
Well, we're at the Montezuma Castle National Monument right now. We're at the Pit House, the Pit House, I think. So this is just one of the ruins here. This was a pit house dates about to the year 1050. We just stopped here on our way to Tucson. We're taking the slow road home. We're going to delay about a week because of the winter storm.
Yeah, so we got some new things to videotape for you, like this. Okay, so we have a lovely ranger here who's about to tell us all about what we're about to do.
Okay, you want me? You're filming me?
Yeah, yeah.
Camera?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay, right?
Over here.
Yeah.
So 75 yards up the trail, here is the well. That well holds 15 million gallons of undrinkable water.
Oh.
Has high levels of arsenic in it.
Oh.
High levels of CO2, not enough oxygen for fish to survive. The natives would have seen this as a dead pool of water. There's just nothing else living in there. There are some endemic creatures, really small leeches and stuff like that. They would have drank out of the creek where the fish live.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Now they did use this water because it's very, very reliable. 1.5 million gallons of water leave the well every single day. It goes through the mountain, and it used to dump into the creek, but they diverted it and they dug a 7-mile irrigation canal by hand with stone tools.
Wow.
To get down to more fertile ground so they could grow crops. Now the crops they grew, you must ask, didn't the arsenic get in there?
That's exactly what I'd like
Right?
to know.
So have you heard of the Three Sisters?
I have.
Three Sisters is well known throughout all cultures of natives. It's corn, beans, and squash.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've had that.
Yeah.
When he's
Yes.
he's done. I've done the Native American ceremonies, and he's had that food.
So those crops naturally filtered out the arsenic to a level parts per million safe for human consumption.
I did not know that. That's
So
amazing.
Either they were amazingly smart or
Yes.
they were extremely lucky. But yes, it gets stopped by the roots, the stems, and the leaves. It doesn't get into, let's say, the corn or the bean part of the plant.
Wow.
The squash.
Interesting.
Yes, very interesting. They also grew a lot of cotton. Now, cotton takes a lot of water. 1.5 million gallons a day flow down into the valley. So they had plenty of water to grow cotton, made their own clothes and textiles for trade. So 75 yards up, you'll view the well. If you follow the railing to the left, you will see the cliff dwellings. Follow the railing all the way to the right, very important. You'll go up 4 steps and you'll see a sign saying Swallet Ruin to the left. That'll take you down. It's 107 steps down, no railing, so just take your time.
All right.
Takes you down to where that water's leaving the well, and that's where the cave dwellings are. Very, very beautiful down there.
Cool.
You'll come back up and you'll see other ruins, or Pueblo ruins, and there's signage up there for those.
Okay.
And then there's another little offshoot here. That takes you down to where that irrigation canal is. It's still running, and they're still using it today. So it's also another beautiful little walk down there by the creek. All in all, it's about 35 or 40 minutes if you read all the signage. I always like to.
Yes.
But you'll end up coming out down here at the end of the parking lot.
Okay, great.
Okay, great. Thank you so
Question
much.
for you.
Sure.
There was, you said that they diverted the waters.
Yep.
And that they were originally going
Dumping
into
into
the
the
creek.
Correct.
Then did they also maybe know to do that so that they could drink the creek water, or was it polluting the creek water with that high level of
Once
arsenic?
it's in the creek, it dilutes enough to where it's safe to drink. It's
So,
plenty diluted.
As I say, the
Solution to pollution is dilution.
It's dilution, right. But you know, creeks dry up or get very slow in the hot summer days.
Yeah.
Even rivers dry up. But this water never dries up. It doesn't move. Even in the hottest, driest droughts, We've been here 3 months. It hasn't barely moved a 1/16 of an inch. So
Wow.
every single day, 1.5 million gallons leave.
Where
It all comes from underneath. Streams and the aquifer that probably originated what they believe up in the Mongolian plateaus, or maybe even Colorado plateaus.
Got it.
They
okay.
figure it took about 10,000 years for that water to finally work its way down here.
Wow.
And it hit a basalt plug from an old volcano and couldn't penetrate that and started coming up.
Just, yeah.
So
Amazing. So,
That's
and we
cool.
think that this community was active in the year 1000. Like, what is the time?
1050?
1050.
Period that the castle was on.
1400s.
They migrated.
Can I put
up.
you on camera? Can I put you on camera? Okay.
Before the Coronado expedition, that was around 1540, and that was the first time that the Spaniards came up from the south and made their presence known. But up until that time, this area was farmed and a very flourishing
Wow.
and vibrant farming community.
And what do you have here that you're showing everybody?
Well, this is a bit of a mixture. Today's idea is foodways. So
Foodways,
these are the original types of things that the Hisatsune were growing here in their fields that were irrigated by the well. Squash gourds, tepary beans, and Hopi blue corn, as well as different varieties of corn. That's an example of a metate and a mano down there. A mano is the stone used to grind against a metate.
She's talking about this stone right here so that they would grind against this. So this is what she's talking about here. Okay, great.
And then we put this together, so it's an idea of exactly what it would take to grind that corn down once it's dried into a type of flour.
Wow. Okay.
So this was their staple foods, as well as hunting. White-tailed deer, rabbits, elk, pronghorn antelope. Fish. They had a very varied diet, much more varied than ours is now.
Oh, good.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Just the cultivars of corn alone.
Yeah.
The different types of corn. We basically just eat one type of corn and we feed it to the beef as well.
But I like those blue corn chips. Does that
Yeah.
matter?
That's exciting because now a lot of these older cultivars are coming back into use now because people are trying to kind of get away from food as so much a commodity and trying to get more varied things into their diet.
You know,
So it's
fun
pretty
fact
cool.
is my mother's German. She's Bavarian, and when my father brought her here to Ohio, they were eating corn. They had corn and for her and Germans at that time, you know, right after World War II, corn was considered pig food. So she thought that she had married a man who was super poor. She's like, we got to eat pig food. Oh no.
Yes. They also did, as I said, hunting and gathering. So there's amaranth. That is now you can buy amaranth flour.
Yeah, I
It's
bought
a
it.
pricey little thing though.
Yeah.
Black walnuts, and you're on the trail. You'll see our Arizona black walnut tree.
Oh, I have some in the van right now.
These are dried mesquite pods. Mesquite trees are absolutely everywhere in Arizona. And they could be ground into a flour. The same method, using the mano and metate, would be ground into a flour. You can also buy this now.
Really?
And it's very expensive too.
But this is the way that we use
mesquite
flour.
Right, in the same way that we use flour. They can make little cakes. This is hackberry fruit, and you will get a chance to see the hackberry trees if you take that extra little trail that goes down to the base where the Swallow caves are, where the cave dwellings are. You'll go underneath a canopy of these trees above you, and those are all the net hackberry trees.
Okay, now hold on. These are the cholla buds. These are
Cholla buds.
This is the cacti that I fell
That's
into, and it's very painful. Yeah.
Sorry. Cholla, these are dried
eat that?
cholla buds. Yes, they would have gathered these and dried them. They can be boiled, and they'll get to be about twice the size. You can grind them up
Oh, wow.
and use them to make a pesto.
Oh,
You
really?
can put them in soups and stews. They are very high in calcium and low on the glycemic index.
Oh, wow.
1 ounce is like all your calcium for a day. Is that
Oh,
crazy?
that is crazy.
And these are still they're made and sold by the Tohono O'odham people. They are the people of the desert.
Wow.
And they've been here forever.
That's
so
amazing.
you can actually
I've been
buy
seeing
those
them.
now.
Yeah, I can see those blooming. I had no idea.
The tepary beans, you can still buy those and plant them. And the same with the Hopi corn and the gourds. You can still get the original types of heritage seeds for those Kokopelli gourds.
Thank you so much.
There are things. The people are still here. Yeah. And they're still, they still have a lot of their culture that they're able to gift to us in beautiful ways, like traditional ecological knowledge that they have, which is super important for us. One of the biggest things, really, the prescribed burns, the fires that in the last century, the idea was to suppress fire at all costs, especially for the logging industry, especially, and then we paid the price for that with enormous out-of-control wildfires. But the indigenous people had always known that it's important to have these prescribed burns because it gets rid of the undergrowth, and then you don't have raging wildfires.
Yeah.
It's very much under control, and it helps different areas to be more productive with berries or particular grasses or anything that they wanted to grow. So and they give us that. They continue to give us that gift, as well as a great appreciation for moderation. You know, a lot of their stories, the thread that goes through will be never take more than half. So whatever it is that you might be gathering, or when you're hunting or anything, never take more than half. Make sure that there's always enough for others, for the soil, for the water, for insects. Everything remains much more in balance.
That's what we do as beekeepers. I used to be a beekeeper back in North Carolina before Hurricane Helene hit our homestead, and so that's kind of what we never take it all, right? Because the bees need it for the winter. So thank you so much, Karen.
Yeah.
I'm Michelle.
Michelle,
So
it's
wonderful
such a
to meet
treat
you.
to meet.
Yeah. So we just walked up, and here's the well. Ancient water. Oh no, arsenic birdies. Yeah. Montezuma Well, everybody.
Wow, look at the dwelling. That's cool.
Yeah, they are they're super cool. I love these cliff dwellings that we've been seeing. So neat. You just imagine, right? Like a thriving city, really, at one point. Really, like just a bunch of people here and
I guess so, like a
little village.
little village of people, right?
Yeah. Or then the trail down with the steps, he said, go down here. Okay,
You just take your time. There's no.
let's get after it. This is where the water flows out. So you can see here, it doesn't overflow, right? It's got this continual recirculation system. Pretty cool. So these are the dwellings at the end of the trail. Bats live in here, but they're also saying, if you notice, the black part here is where it's indicative of the cooking that took place here. 1050, she said. It's a long, long time ago.
Yeah.
Amazing. wave at me. I wore proper shoes today, everybody. Whoa.
Look at the trunk on that thing.
You sure it's not an Arizona giant? That is a big, big tree.
Maybe. Arizona sycamore. Yeah, it could be. Yeah. Yeah, it could be. Could be a sycamore of some kind.
Unfortunately, we can't go any
like
further.
Mistletoe right there.
Yeah, there was some. It does look like some mistletoe. Oh, are you gonna kiss me?
Maybe.
It just started raining, and we are in dispersed camping between. Where are we? Between Sedona and Phoenix.
Yeah, we're south of Payson.
South of Payson, and tonight we are having these sauteed vegetables. And I've already put the chicken below, and then we're gonna watch some TV in the bed.
We're gonna watch one of your videos.
Healthy in a Van is what we're gonna watch. I'm so excited. Shannon doesn't always see them all until I put them up, and then somebody has already had a run out, and she's happy. Oh, we gotta feed her.
Yeah.
Let's feed her. Baby.
Oh, honey, it's your dinner.
Look at your food. You're a no on the food? I think she's just upset it's raining.
She is.
She wants to go outside.
She does.
I made you a nice dinner.
Look at her little nose going.
See? You want to smell it?
That's a good dinner. That's a nice one. Yes. What?
Oh, jeez. All right. Well, our dinner's nice, and we're going to eat it. Look, Daddy, she made a happy plate.
Let's take a look. You made a happy plate. You made one. You made a happy plate.
Now she gets a greeny wag.
Oh, come on, honey. Let's get something nice. I was not prepared, Bunny. Yeah?
I know teriyaki isn't your favorite, but I bought that. I thought it was just buying vegetables, but I was actually buying teriyaki stir fry. So the rice has garlic and lemon. I heated it with just a little bit of water. What do you think about that?
Really good.
Is it a do-over?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good, because I like Chinese food, and it kind of feels like Chinese food. You like it?
Delicious.
Oh, good. Oh, food at your service, right there. Lazy. She's eating her dry kibble now. Loves it. Good morning, Payson. Payson, Arizona. Look how pretty this dispersing campsite was. Really, really beautiful. So just really gorgeous. We had a really great time here, and we are headed to Phoenix. We decided to delay our travels by a week because there is a massive winter storm coming to North Carolina. So we are enjoying Arizona a little more. Theodore Roosevelt Lake you're looking at.
of that for us. If she and I were to, he believes them too. But I'm saying, you know, I'm talking about the lip.
Oh, we lost
That's
her.
all we have.
Yeah.
So I get what y'all are saying. But I would. I've always loved Maria.
Okay, so this is the Salado cliff dwelling in Tonto National Monument, and you can see it here. We're just driving through, but if you take a look here, we're getting our binoculars out. I'm going to show you. We're right here. This is really a beautiful area. I think that the visitation to the cliff dwelling is until April, so we didn't know about it to actually make a reservation, right? But now you will. Look at these cacti. They're so great, the securos. Okay, I'm going to show you up here. Look. You see it? There it is. That's a cliff dwelling right there. So people used to live there. Amazing. Never seen this type of a cactus so close up, right? We see them in video and TV and that kind of thing. But let's see. Let's see if you guys can see this. So it looks like the bottom, this got some disease, it looks like. Maybe some burn marks from the fire. Hi, buddy. From the disease, you can kind of see inside a little bit. That's cool, isn't it?
That's so cool.
Yeah, they have like these little binoculars here, but we also brought our own. We have our own binoculars.
That is so cool.
We let Iris out,
Look
and
at
it's really cool. Like you can tell, like this was a very special place to live probably at one time. Like you've got all these resources here, and then there's lake over there, and then of course, look at Iris eating. Hi, buddy, you eating some grass? She loves her greens. The vet said don't worry about it, so we're not gonna worry about it. What do you think about that?
I think that's super cool. That's super cool.
Right, I've never seen. Sick. We're at the cliff dwelling lookout and having a little bit of lunch, and I just wanted to show you we have the Sola bread. I like it because it's got lots of fiber and low sugar. I love the Sola products, S-O-L-A. I get them at, actually you can get them at Whole Foods, Walmart, so just look for them. And then what I'm doing is I'm putting ghee or butter on the bread, which is a real German thing to do. Shannon used to be like, what in the hell? But when we were in Germany, everybody put butter instead of like mayo and stuff on there. So just try it. You might like it. And I got the pepper jack cheese, Applegate salami, and Black Forest ham for a quick sandwich that we are going to share. It's high protein, low carbohydrate, and nice healthy fat to keep us through. The clarified butter doesn't have the dairy in it, and it is considered therapeutic in places like Ayurvedic culture and so forth, Indian culture. So, and turns out that my grandmother, my great-grandmother, who was a German farmer, she loved to make clarified butter, my mom told me. So, hope that helps you figure out some different lunch ideas. For dessert, we're having Better Goods sour coated cherries. It's in the freezer section at Walmart. I never knew about the Better Goods brand before VanLife, and because I was solely a co-op shopper in Whole Foods, just because of my food out, I have chronic pain, so I was trying to do good by my body. So when we went on VanLife, I was like a little stressed out, like, what am I going to do? But this Better Goods brand, you guys, at most Walmarts is super clean. So I highly recommend it. Shannon loves to eat chips, and we've honestly been struggling to figure out where to store the chips without crushing them. And after almost 220 days on the road that we've been, we finally figured it out, you guys. So in the Sprinter van, behind the seat, there's this like little cubby hole. It's kind of hidden. That's a perfect area to put chips in this like little cubby here, and not crush them. So now you I'm just eating bag chips. I keep here. I got like a pack from Amazon, and gosh, we use these clips for a lot of things.
Okay.
Shannon grows tired of me staging him for videos. He's like, whatever. Right, baby.
There you go.
But your
way, please.
But your mama likes to see you in action, baby.
Yes. Onward.
Turn right toward Arizona 188 South, Apache Trail. Then at the next stop sign,
There's
you'll
a
turn right.
Huge saguaro forest.
Oh, there is a saguaro forest.
Yeah.
But isn't that what the national forest, which is next, which is the Saguaro National Forest?
Well, we're
At the
headed that
stop
way.
sign,
That's
turn right onto Arizona
outside of
188
Tucson.
South, Apache Trail.
But first, the joint chiropractic, because we have not had adjustments since before Baja, and my back needs an adjustment. Right, buddy? You probably need one too.